So last week I'd watched Spider-Man Brand New Day, and before I watched it I was kind of expecting to think it would be alright, you know, one of the average MCU films I'll never watch again. Nigga, when I left that cinema I had realized I just watched Peep. Before this film I had only liked Homecoming. Far From Home didn't move me whatsoever. Like, they had Mysterio as the main villain. I've personally never given a fuck about this guy, and for No Way Home I just felt like it was some kind of nostalgia bait multiverse slop. This movie, however, this is different. Spoiler warnings ahead, so if you haven't watched the movie, get out of here, man. We have Spider-Man facing the consequences of the memory wipe from the last movie, which isn't cheaply resolved or undone throughout any part of this movie. There's actually a scene where Peter tries to remind MJ who he is, and she's like, nigga, I don't know you. The only person who remembered who he was Ned, his best friend, and that only happened at the very end of the movie. So for once, we finally see Tom Holland's Spider-Man basically alone, and they do a really good job of traversing his mental health and how being alone affects him. But they even make him more like Spider-like, like the mutation is kind of taken over him, which makes him more feral, stops him holding back on his super strength. Bro, he nearly accidentally slimed the innocent police officer. I also really like the Punisher in this movie. I felt like he was watered down a bit, like he wasn't as aggressive as he usually is, but you know, it's a Spider-Man movie, it's kind of for kids, so makes sense. I did also like Jean Grey as the villain. I would have preferred like a traditional Spider-Man villain, like Green Goblin, Venom, Carnage, you know, someone like that, but I guess because of the previous films that wouldn't have worked. And they're also trying to integrate X-Men into the MCU, so it adds up. I think my only complaint is Hulk being in the film, because like, why are we adding him in a film just to disrespect him? If Hulk wanted Spider-Man dead, he would be dead. Why is he cooking up 0 damage? Anyways, as I said, I really like this film enough to where I've watched it twice already. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10.